Hello and welcome to Buzz Media's digital audit presentation for Wax and Whimsy. For the past few weeks, Rebecca, Sydney, Paula, and I have put together this presentation, which expands upon our previous analysis of your Facebook page, and we have provided more in-depth analysis and recommendations in order to increase your reach, relevance, and resonance online. Working together, Buzz Media analyzed Wax and Whimsy's marketing efforts, reviewed your company's goals, conducted a listening campaign, reviewed competitors' efforts, created a coding form for content analysis, and have put together some targeted recommendations that we think will elevate your online and offline marketing efforts. Wax and Whimsy's current goals are to increase walk-in traffic, boost engagement, and increase your online conversion rate. In this presentation, we examine how these goals are being met and provide suggestions for how to better reach them. Using a combination of both online and offline marketing tools is important to reaching a large audience, and Wax and Whimsy does a good job of using both. Some of the online marketing tactics Wax and Whimsy engages in include email marketing, social media, and check-in discounts on both Yelp and Facebook. Additionally, Wax and Whimsy uses in-person marketing tactics at various community events, such as the Solana Beach Farmers Market. In order to better understand how Wax and Whimsy's social media efforts are being received online, Buzz Media engaged in a listening campaign of your Facebook and Instagram accounts and competitors in the industry. Looking first at your Facebook page, we found that you have 2,699 page likes and 2,671 followers. You post every 1 to 2 days, average 5 likes for your posts, and post mostly product promotion. We noticed very little engagement on your Facebook posts and a lack of use of videos or the story feature. Switching over to your Instagram account, you have 352 followers and are following 1,161 accounts. You average about 15 likes per post, post every 1 to 2 days, and have your account linked to your Facebook, which is a great way to expand your community on both platforms. We noticed very little interaction in the comment section of posts and very little use of the story feature. Next, we looked at how your digital presence compares to that of two of your competitors, Leaping Lotus and Pangea Outpost. On Facebook, you have a bigger following than Pangea Outpost, but not quite as large a following as Leaping Lotus, which has 3,451 followers. On Instagram, however, Leaping Lotus has almost no following, while Pangea Outpost has over 3,000 followers. We've listed some strengths and weaknesses we noticed for both competitors on these platforms as well. Next, we compared our new listening campaign findings from your Facebook page to our initial Facebook Insights presentation. We found that there was a loss of 3 likes on your page, but an increase of average likes per post from 2 likes to 5 likes. The demographics of your audience have remained consistent, with your largest audience being women in the 35 to 44-year range. We also noticed that there is a lack of use of videos in the story feature. In order to understand how people are receiving your Instagram posts, we conducted a content analysis, looking at all Wax and Whimsy's posts from January 1st to May 10, 2019. A content analysis is a research method used to find common themes and patterns, and the coding form we've provided can be easily modified and used again in the future. The first step to conducting a content analysis is to create a coding form. We used Google Forms for this coding sheet, but Microsoft Excel is another option. First, we included a spot for the entire post or message to be copied. Next, we categorized the post into types depending on if the post features a product, asks a question, answers a question, and so on. Next, we categorized the post further by marking whether the post included hashtags, calls to action, or other features. We then noted how many likes and comments each post received and included a spot for our insights on each post. The second step in a content analysis is to fill out the coding form. We looked at all the Instagram posts that Wax and Whimsy posted within our selected time frame and filled each of them into our coding form. We found that the most likes on a post was 35, while the least likes was 4. The average number of likes during this period was 16, and 55.6% of posts didn't receive any comments. Breaking up the posts we looked at by category, we found that 72.6% of posts featured a product, and 17.7% of posts utilized humor. Furthermore, we found that almost 32% of posts included a holiday reference, 17% included a call to action, 8% included a hashtag, and 3% tagged a location. The final step to conducting a content analysis is to interpret your findings. Analyzing our results, we found that tagging a location, using humor, and using hashtags increased the number of likes on a post. We also found that the posts that didn't receive as many likes were posts that didn't have a caption, didn't tag a location, didn't use a hashtag, and didn't tag another account. Based on our content analysis, we've provided a few tips for posting on Instagram. Always use hashtags, locations, tagging, and captions. These features are great ways to expand your reach on Instagram to a much larger audience that might not see your post otherwise. Additionally, we suggest using call to actions to provide incentive for people to visit your website or store. Next, Buzz Media took a look at the Google Analytics for your site. Google Analytics is a great tool that allows you to better understand how your audience is interacting with your site, what is performing well, and what could be improved. First, we'll look at your site's user profile. The first graphic showing new visitor versus returning visitor metrics shows us that the majority of users coming to your site are new users. This is good because it shows that your site is being accessed by new eyes every day. In comparison to returning visitors, new users have a higher bounce rate, meaning they leave the site without any interactions, visit more pages in their sessions, and spend less time on your site. The next graphic shows the devices your audience is using to access your site. It's a pretty 50-50 split between mobile and desktop, but with a higher bounce rate and lower session duration for mobile compared to desktop. This could indicate that your site might not be as mobile-friendly and could use some sprucing up or reorganizing to make it easier for mobile users to navigate. Next, we'll look at how users are accessing your site. Most of your users are accessing your site by searching for the term wax and whimsy. Next, users are directly entering your site's URL, being referred to your site from another source, or being brought to your site via your social platforms. The next graphic shows your top referral sources, with Instagram being at the top. The next graphic indicates that users are twice as likely to enter your site via Instagram than via Facebook. These metrics can be used to see what sources are best to continue putting effort into and which sources need improvement to help users find your website. This final slide in our Google Analytics analysis shows how users are navigating your site. The first graphic is a flowchart of sorts to show the order of pages users are accessing. This can help you see if there's any confusion on your site and if users are getting to pages you want them to be on. The next graphic indicates that the majority of users are leaving from the home page. This could indicate user confusion with the site. They might not be able to find the information they're looking for. You can use this measurement tool to understand where your audience is getting stuck in terms of purchase or other goals. The final graphic shows session duration. The majority of sessions only last between 0 and 10 seconds. Again, this could indicate user confusion. Overall, Google Analytics is a great tool that can be used to understand how your audience is interacting with your site and how you can better assist their navigation. Based on your outlined goals in our listening campaign and content analysis, we have outlined some recommendations for how to best achieve your goals. Our first recommendations are based on your goal to increase walk-in traffic. First, we suggest running more promotions via social media and email marketing, which encourages people to come in and shop in-store. Secondly, we recommend participating in local events to increase your presence in the community. You can do this by expanding booths to all North County farmers markets or handing out flyers to people in the community. Our next recommendations are tailored to boost engagement online. First, we suggest hosting giveaways on Facebook or Instagram. Do this by asking followers to like your post and tag 3 friends to be entered to win a prize. This not only increases engagement, but brings more people to your page. Next, we suggest creating a Pinterest account. Creating Pinterest boards that are related to your store and products is a great way to boost your online presence and increase your online community. Some ideas for boards are new items and gift ideas, DIY projects, or recandling ideas. Our final recommendations are tailored to help you increase your online conversion rate. Our first recommendation is to make your website more user-friendly. Through our Google Analytics analysis, we found that a majority of users are leaving your site from the home page, indicating they may be confused with the site or not finding what they're looking for. We suggest updating your site with a new format to see if users respond better. Next, we recommend monitoring Google Analytics regularly to see how users navigate your site and to see when improvements may be needed. Thank you for listening to Buzz Media's digital audit for Wax and Whimsy. We hope our feedback has been helpful, and we wish you luck with your future marketing.